adorable. Well, I told you guys you are going to be seeing a lot more of me now that I have free time. So you're welcome. Oh, you know what? Even though I was so tired today after not getting any sleep last night and everything that's happened and being all stressed out, the weirdest thing this afternoon, it's like this this feeling of peace and joy just came over me. And I think it's because the realization hit me that for the first time since I regained my health, I'm sure not all of you know the story. A lot of you are new here, but I regained my health about 7 months ago. I started regaining it, and I was already back to work at that point, but I haven't been able to use my new healthiness, I guess, being healthy and feeling good. I haven't been able to utilize this for my own benefit. I mean, I got healthy so I could go back to work. I knew that was the end goal for me. That was why I was trying to get back, into shape and start feeling better, because I knew I had to go back to work and I had to make money. But for a long period of time before that, when I was very sick and bedridden, I wasn't doing any art. I hadn't been creating. I hadn't been doing anything. I hadn't been refinishing furniture, nothing productive, nothing that fills me up with joy. And then once I did regain my health, actually before, I went back to work. And so that's what I've been doing. And even though I loved my job and I'm so grateful, it took all my energy and all my time. And everybody's always asking me, aren't you ever going to go back to making things and, doing your art or your crafts or anything? And it's like, yeah, I will. I even made my sister's room, I turned it into my craft room, and I haven't done anything with it. And I realized today I'm actually going to have some time. And so then I started thinking about all the things that I've been wanting to work on, I've been wanting to do refinish furniture. I've got some pieces in the garage that have just been sitting there. And there's some paintings that I wanted to do and things that I wanted to work on and make. And I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this. I know I'm still going to look for a job, but now I'm going to look for a job where I can set my schedule. I still have that opportunity right now. I'm not in any desperate situation, but I do need to, continue to make money. Later on, if things don't work out and I start getting desperate, yeah, this will all change. But right now, we're at the very beginning when I'm not in that situation yet. I'm super hopeful. I've always been extremely optimistic, and it's worked for me. So I'm not going to let anybody steal that from me. My optimism has always benefited me. When I get in that downer, pessimistic, some people call it realism, that does nothing for me. And it doesn't make me productive. It just makes me want to curl up, and do nothing. So I need to be optimistic, and I need to focus on the good things and to have hope. That's what keeps me going. So right now I am hopeful that I will find a job. Maybe it won't be as perfect as this one, but if the schedule's better, that will be a huge benefit to me. I don't mind what I'm doing as much as, the schedule has to accommodate me as far as being able to pick up my grandkids from school and helping out with them. And this one did, but it also took all my energy for the day. Even though it was a part-time, I would leave the house at 8:30 and I don't get home until like after 3:30 after I'm done with my job and then picking up the grandkids. So I was away from the house 7 hours. So it was almost like working full time. And I didn't have any free time. When I come home, I just do domestic stuff. And I was too tired to get creative. I have to get into a zone when I start to create things. You know what I mean? And I can't just stop and start it. I can't be like, okay, I'm going to get off work at this time, and at 4 o'clock, I'm going to be in the zone and ready to do a pour or, do some resin or whatever I want to work on. I don't work like that. I have to kind of psych myself out. I get up, I focus on what I'm going to be working on, I think about it, and then bam, it hits me, and then I just get into it. So I miss that. I miss that. It's like a form of meditation. When I'm in that zone, I don't think of anything but what I'm working on, my creation. And it's the best feeling. If you're an artist or a crafter or that feeling. It's just such a joy. It fills your soul instead of depletes it like most jobs do. They take your energy. Well, we need this. Everybody needs to have a hobby that fills their soul, that replenishes them. And I haven't been able to do that for a long, long time. So I'm excited about that. I think this is going to be good. And like I said, I'm going to keep applying. I've got a ton more suggestions. You guys are amazing. Like I said, you need other people's perspective sometimes, and you guys gave me ideas I would have never considered. So I'm writing them all down, and I'm going to check them all off. I'm going to go through them. Like I said, I started out with my priority jobs, the jobs I really want. And then, as those things go away and I don't get those, then I'll focus on the next group. And then eventually when I get down to the bottom of desperation, and I just have to do whatever. But I don't want to get to that point. I'm hoping that I get the top tier jobs. That's where my hope is right now. I'm hoping I'm getting messages. But I'm feeling good. Like I said, I'm not focusing on the negative part, because if I start dwelling on that, it's not productive, and it won't even help me to find another job. Just being scared, that doesn't help me. That makes me not want to do anything. And I've spent a lot of time in depression when I was a caregiver for my sister, and then when I lost her and my daughter and my granddaughter moved out. I went through a heavy depression, and it stole a big chunk of my life. And I can't allow that to happen. I've worked hard to get out of that depression and to get my health back, and to create the life I want again. I had, for the longest time, my life was exactly how I wanted it to be, and I felt so fortunate. But then things happened that were out of our control, and I let it steal my joy. And I'm not going to do. I'm too old. I don't have time to let anybody rob me of my joy anymore. And a few people tried. I did get a few more comments today. They were gone just like that. I don't have any. At the beginning, I had a hard time because I felt rude. I didn't want to delete people just because they said things that, I may not agree with. And I thought, to hell with that. It's my channel. I actually had somebody tell me that, I didn't have the right to do that. And I said, really? Well, YouTube gave me that right. They told me I can hit the delete button. So I'm taking advantage of it. You're gone. Just people being weird, negative. There's a lot of weirdos out there, and they're unhappy, and I know you got to cut them some slack, but I have to set up boundaries for my sanity. So I had to let them go. They weren't bringing anything productive to the conversation, and you guys were. And I feel so bad because there are so many of us that are in this position right now. I am not alone at all. And I really appreciated hearing from other people that are going through this themselves. And some of you have it even worse, and it breaks my heart. I really am going to try and do some more research. I want to find options for people that are in that position, because I know how hard it is, and it is scary. But I really believe that there are options. There is hope. It's just sometimes, if you timing is a big part of it. And sometimes you don't get the time. You don't get that luxury of preparing. It's like things just happen now. And it's like, how do I deal with this? So I know that is tough. And I don't have all the answers, but I do want to try and be helpful. And I'm going to do some more research on that. I want to work on this. This has just been impressed upon my heart, the working with people that are unretired and living off Social Security and dealing with the economy. Like I said, there's a lot of people. I managed to weed out most of the people that come at me with, well, why didn't you save? And it's like, I did watch my videos, find out before you come at me and assume all these things, and they're like, well, they have no sympathy for anybody, any of us that don't have millions of dollars. They don't want to hear it. And it's like, well, then why are you here? Go to another channel, because that's what this channel is about. I'm going to talk about that. And there's a lot of us out there like this, and they need to know they're not alone. So, um, yeah, I don't even understand why they came, except just to brag. I don't know. It's like, and then they had Christian handles. Their name was something to do with God, and then they were going on being totally rude and boastful. And I wanted to say, doesn't your God ever teach you humility? I don't, and love and compassion. This is not the place for that. You can be proud of what you've done and what you've accomplished, but it's the way you present it to other people that is a turnoff. You weren't being helpful or beneficial. I don't want to keep talking about that. That's negative. But yeah, there are a lot of people in my same position, and like I said, some that are worse. And I want to continue finding ways to offer some comfort, advice, and all I can do is share my journey, what I'm going through. And right now my struggle is real. I am unretired. I need to continue working at least until, I'm thinking, at least 2 to 4 years. I'm in no position to not work, but I'm going to continue. I don't know how it's going to go, and I'll share that. I'll be honest with you guys every step of the way, let you know what I'm doing. But I feel hopeful. I have a partner. I have a very supportive partner. My husband is amazing. So I'm so grateful for that. A lot of people don't. There's a lot of single people out there, and that's hard. And those are the people that my heart goes out to. And I really hope that I can find something to help. And just knowing that you're not alone, that was a big plus for me, because I thought I was one of the very few people that didn't invest and didn't have lots of savings, and, wasn't, living in a mansion with a swimming pool, and, traveling around on my boat, and, and I'm not. So that right there made me feel a lot better. I realized, it's not just me being stupid and making a lot of stupid decisions. I did, granted, I'm not going to say I didn't, but that's not the only reason that I'm unretired. We made a lot of good decisions, and we did a lot of things right, and still we're in this position because life and the economy and unfortunate events, and just not being perfect like some other people. So, I'm not making excuses for it anymore. I'm not embarrassed. It's just, it is what it is. I've always tried. And I'm going to keep trying. I'm not giving up. I'll never give up. I'm always going to have hope. So right now, my hope is that I can continue making beautiful things, maybe find a way to share that on YouTube and show people what I'm doing, and maybe teach other people how to do things. I think one of my first projects is going to be refinishing furniture, because I loved doing that, and I haven't done that in a long time. I have all the pieces that I've done, well, except a couple dressers that I've given away, but I've kept most of my pieces. I redid our whole bedroom set. I just bought separate pieces and then refinished them all, so it all looks like one, set. It all went together. And coffee tables and vanities. I got a gorgeous vanity, and just things like that. But now I'm going to be doing this desk, so I'll show you that. Yeah, I've got several pieces that I want to work on. I'm going to find the time, and I'll share that with you. People wanted to know more about the carnivore thing. I'll do that in bits and pieces, because I honestly have a lot of videos. If you're interested, just look in my playlist. I've already explained that a lot, because I know a lot of people are interested in doing that. And health is number one over everything else that I'm doing. The only reason I can have hope, and the only reason I can feel this way, is because of my health. And that's been so important to me, because that's a huge factor for us old folks. That can really take the wind out of your sails a lot. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of you. You're in a position where something happened that caused you to have surgery or be on medications, and that really changes everything. I know, not everybody can go back to work. It's not even a choice. They just can't. And they're dealing with a whole different situation, and my heart goes out to them. And that's why I can't stress this enough for you that, are maybe just a little unhealthy or work on your health. Your health is your wealth. Keep it going. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, however you know, whatever works for you. I do the carnivore thing because it has been amazing, amazing. It has literally changed my life, but I don't want to push that on everybody, even though I really believe that it would be beneficial, because not everybody agrees with me. And I'm not here to debate or argue about any of that. I don't care. If you don't believe it, then don't believe it. It's fine with me. I'm fine. You know, if whatever you're doing works for you, then that's fantastic. That's what I want. I want you to feel good. But I just don't want anybody telling me that it's wrong. You know what I mean? Because it's done so much for me, and I feel great. You know, I have a lot of energy, and for the most part I'm happy. I have mood swings. I've had them all my life, because you're going to watch my videos and you're going to be like, "My god, she was just like on the floor last week." And it's like, yeah, that's how I am. I can get very sad. I'm very sensitive, and things can really break my heart, and I can be down and out, but it usually doesn't last very long. I'm usually more upbeat than I am down, and you'll see that. But I will, if that bothers you, because some people they literally get ticked when I make those videos, when I share that side of me. And it's like, you know what? I share it all. I'm sorry, I'm not hiding nothing. You're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's the way it is. I even have videos where I don't have any makeup on. If you want to look at those, I have my videos when I was way fatter. You know, I share it all. I don't hide anything, and you'll see. And I share when I'm sad. I don't get angry a lot. I get disappointed in things, but I share it all. And it just always amazes me when people actually tell me that they wish I wouldn't have shared this or shared that. They just came to watch this. And I'm like, really? This channel isn't about one specific thing. This channel is just about my journey. I'm just sharing it in hopes that maybe other people can benefit from it. That's all. I'm not, you know. So I don't know. Sometimes I just don't understand some of the comments that I get. It's crazy to me. But if you're not happy with me, and I'm kind of out there, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know, I get it. You know, if you don't want to watch me, then just don't watch me. Find somebody else that, you know, is more suitable, because yeah, my moods are up and down, and you've been warned, so you know. How long have I talked? 17. Oh, I gotta end this. But once I get in this mood, I can just keep talking. And I just felt inspired today, and I haven't felt inspired for a long time. So I'm super excited about this next phase in my life. You know, I think this is going to be good. I think good things are going to happen. And when your energy is high and your vibration is high, I know, hippy dippy stuff, but I believe it. So, but I feel like when my energy is high and my vibration is high, you attract what you are. And so this is good. This is where I needed to be, because I was feeling down, and it seemed like more down things were happening. When you're feeling that way, you attract more. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to potential spam. Okay, I got cut off because of a call. It's potential spam. I love that it warns you now. They didn't ever used to do that. You'd have to pick it up and you'd be like, oh God. And I'm the type of person that I would even be nice to telemarketers. I couldn't be rude. You know, it's a real person on the other end of the line. And so now I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to deal with it. So, okay, what else did I want to say before I cut you guys off? I'm going to, like I said, I'm making a list of all the things I want to work on. And first priority is, you know, getting some more resumes out there and applications. And, you know, I'm making a list of all the things you guys told me to look into. I'm going to do that. And then when I'm done with that, then I'm going to start working on these projects that I've had going and I've been looking forward to working on for so long. So I'm excited about that. And the weather it's perfect timing, because it's super hot right now. It's been in the 80s and it's been like summer, but it's supposed to cool down next week, which is good if I'm going to be working on furniture, because I do it outside on the back patio. So it's meant to be. So I still have a couple days next week. I'm not completely finished with my job yet. So, but I'll work around that. And oh, today is my sweet little Ayla's birthday, my granddaughter. She becomes a teenager today, and I just adore her. She's the reason I have a YouTube channel, because she helped me at the very beginning. She knew all about editing and everything. So Ayla, if you're watching this, because I know you watch my videos, I love you, sweetheart. You're the best. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's an honor roll student. She's an athlete. She does cross country. She's in soccer. She's a superstar in soccer. She's an amazing kid. And all my grandkids are. I can't brag about just one because I love them all so much. But yeah, I'm really proud of her. Mom and Dad, you did a good job. She's a good kid. So anyway, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I might even be back tonight. I'm feeling so inspired. You guys you just never know. I could be back tonight. Maybe I'll try to hold off. I don't want to bombard you guys. So thank you for listening. And again, I appreciate your comments. Got any more ideas? Just shoot them at me. I'm open. I'm listening. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.